Hi everyone, and welcome back to continue this game. Right at the end where we left off, we had talked to Bess and George, and we had also found Jake's letter and read it and told everyone that we had found Lori. It has been a wee bit since I played this, so I'm gonna try and remember exactly everything that I last did. But, yeah, as of right now, let's go to the car, the last car, or at least this room. And
whoa!
We're not.
Somebody must have thrown the emergency brake.
We're not.
The question is, did somebody throw the brake or something?
Oh, Joe, now you sound like Lori.
Hey, I was the first one on the scene, and I saw no one.
Who was the next person on the scene?
John Gray. Ben Balducci came bursting through one door while Frank and the engineer came through the other. Boy, was that guy ticked. He said the train could have derailed. He reset the brake, muttered a few choice words, then headed back to the engine just as you and Lori showed up.
Everybody was there except Charlena. I don't think she left her laptop the whole time.
There's no way Lori could have thrown the brake, unless she had someone else do it.
The question is, why? What did she or anybody else stand to gain by stopping the train?
Answer? Nothing. Which is why I think we should at least consider the possibility that something less human in nature may be at work here.
Ah, Joe.
I'm going to see if Balducci's done dusting for fingerprints. Catch you later.
I hope that it's loud enough this time. I'm not sure if the volume was too loud or whatever, but if it's too loud, or too quiet, try to let me know and give me hints or whatever. But yeah, somebody threw the brake. I guess we'll go run and talk with everybody, I guess, until we get to Balducci.
More questions? Would you like to see the letter that Lori gave me as a reward for finding her?
The one in which Jake Hurley supposedly tells his niece how to find his lost mind? No, thank you. I happily leave it to you to try to solve the mystery of his disappearance. You can afford to look foolish, dear. I can't.
Okay.
Do you have a theory as to who pulled the emergency brake?
Well, I know it wasn't me. I assume it wasn't you, and I highly doubt it was Lori. So that leaves those two friends of yours, Mr. Gray and Mr. Balducci.
Frank and Joe didn't do it.
Have you run across many haunted train stories in the course of your research?
A few, but most train-bound ghosts that I've come across seem to have better things to do than sit around pulling emergency brakes.
Aren't you even going to try finding out what happened to Jake Hurley?
No time. The only reason I haven't insisted that Lori release me from all this silliness is there's always the possibility that what happened to him has the makings of a bestseller, although I highly doubt it.
Were you able to find the name of Jake's train engineer?
I came across 3 references to the fact that Jake had an engineer, but I'm afraid none of them included his name. I failed. Sorry.
At least you tried.
Why are you so sure that Jake's story wouldn't make a bestseller?
His story is an all too common one. A man wanders off into the desert in search of gold and never returns. Why? He either doesn't have enough food or water, or he encounters hostile natives.
But why was his train found out in the middle of nowhere with just the dead engineer on board?
That does make the story a little more interesting. My guess is the engineer got tired of waiting for Jake to return, took off in a train to get help, and died of a heart attack along the way, after which the train rolled to a stop in Blue Moon Canyon. Anyone experienced enough to single-handedly run a steam engine would have been quite a bit older than Jake.
What do you think happened to Camille?
She probably died of something mundane like pneumonia or even measles. Now, if it was wintertime when she died, and they were in the mountains, Jake no doubt kept her body on the train for months before he buried her, which is rather delicious in a morbid sort of way.
You, madam, have a little bit of a twisted mind.
Well, I'll let you go.
That would be nice.
I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys know that my movement with the mouse and stuff like that is being a little glitchy. So if things seem a little slow with me moving, that is why.
Looks like Tino's through dusting for fingerprints.
What's up?
So are you making any progress in here?
Oh yeah, not only am I getting some real unusual EMRs, that's electromagnetic readings, but take a look at this.
You've got something?
I set up a camera and took some time-lapse photos. Sometimes I was in the room, sometimes I wasn't, but somewhere along the line, I managed to get a shot of Camille.
Where? You don't mean that little blob, do you?
Yep, that's Camille.
Okay.
Nancy.
You're skeptical. That's cool. Just remember, the key word when it comes to ghostly phenomena is energy. That blob is the result of Camille's residual life force, spirit if you will, reacting with the chemicals in the photographic paper.
Couldn't it just be a flaw in the photographic paper?
Okay, it could be that too, but it's not. Trust me.
I saw a bunch of weird glowing lights outside the window of the sleeping car.
Really? Actually, I'm not surprised.
Charlena said Jake Hurley used to see them too, only he attributed them to his dead wife, Camille.
They're probably some form of piezoelectricity. See, my guess is quartz crystals in the ground are being compressed as the train passes over them, and the resultant voltage, called piezoelectricity, is manifesting itself as glowing lights, probably because of some quirk in the train's shape or in the composition of the metals used in its construction. It was custom built, remember?
True.
So it's a natural phenomenon, not a ghostly one?
Take it from me. Old Mother Nature is capable of some pretty scary stuff.
That is also true.
I'll let you get back to work.
Goodbye.
I think we opened this already, didn't we? Yes, we did that already. Okay. Like I said, I'm a little slow with remembering what I did so far and what I didn't. So I apologize for that. Alright, now we're here. Did I get the... I did, okay. How many gems do I have? 1, 2, 3. Well, from what I remember, I don't think we're gonna need the gems anyway until a little later on. So... But there's the fourth one there, but I can't get it
Glad
now.
you dropped in. Lori told me she'd given you a letter from Jake Hurley that says how to find his mind.
That's right. You can read it if you want.
Lori should have given that to me. I mean, I'm the trained professional around here. Let me take a look. I've seen enough. 2 words. Useless. Those are just the rantings of a guy who spent way too much of his life swirling mud around in pans under the hot sun. 5-star nut job.
Lori says she found this letter in a wastebasket.
Exactly where it belongs.
That is not entirely true.
Did you find any fingerprints on the emergency brake handle?
None that ready hell, thanks to Casey Jones up there. I told the old geezer not to touch anything, but he went and got his big, fat, oily paw prints all over the place. If we didn't need him to drive the train, I'd charge him with obstruction of justice.
Did you do anything else besides look for fingerprints?
Of course. As a matter of fact, I found this. Probably fell out of the prep's pocket when he was yanking on the handle.
Looks like some kind of thermometer.
Yeah, like the kind a certain ghost hunter uses on that bogus show of his.
You think John Gray threw the brake? But why would he do that?
Because they're thinking about axing his show, that's why. I checked with this buddy of mine in L.A. Gray's got to come up with something real big real soon, or he's toast. And he can't get much bigger than a train with a spooky past that's prone to strange accidents, now can you?
Have you confronted John with your suspicions?
All in due time. I always like to get my ducks in a row before I make an arrest.
You're going to arrest him?
Hey, the train could have derailed. We're talking reckless endangerment, attempted assaults, maybe even attempted murder. John Gray wanted publicity. That's exactly what I'm gonna give him.
Hope I didn't take up too much of your time.
Don't mention it.
I don't like you very much. I wonder if I can take this now.
Carbide.
Yep.
Just what I need to make that lamp I found work.
Okay, there's a little something in the contraptions in this room that I realized I didn't do yet. Which, I mean, you can at any time until you need it. But I'm gonna do it now. Sorry about that. I was trying to adjust a little bit. Okay, hopefully that's better. I had to do a little bit of adjusting.
Jake's mind must be somewhere on this map, but where?
Okay. Now I guess I'll go talk to Lori. Eventually, we have to do this puzzle too.
Yes? Do you have any idea who threw the emergency brake?
I know exactly who did it.
You do?
Well, who else could it be? Camille. None of us has any reason to stop the train but Camille. She doesn't want us to find Jake's mine, so she's going to do whatever she can to keep its location a secret.
Did you see something?
Well, no, but I'll tell you what. Your friend, that Jim Harley guy?
Not Jim, Joe Hardy.
Jim
Yeah, well,
Harley.
he thinks it's Camille too. He just doesn't have the guts to say so.
I hear that you and Tino used to be an item.
I hear that Tino and you used to be an item.
How did you know that?
I'm a good detective, remember?
We went out a couple of times, yeah. As for why we stopped going out, you'd have to ask him.
I'm going to do that right now.
Guess I better get to work.
I'll be waiting.
Yes, screw doing this puzzle right now. Let's go fix their relationship. This is one of the things in this game I like to do, honestly.
What's going on?
How come you told me you and Lori never went out, and she told me you did?
Don't you ever stop asking questions?
When people start answering them honestly, I do.
I dumped her, okay? I'm not proud of what I did. I'm not happy about what I did, but it's done. It's over. Now let's drop it.
If you didn't want to dump her, why did you?
You are incredibly irritating, you know that? I dumped her because people said going out with her would make me look bad. Said she was a joke, that no one took her seriously. Said if I started hanging with her, no one would take me seriously. So I stopped calling.
But you didn't stop caring.
No. Now take a powder. I don't feel like talking anymore.
Okay. I guess we'll go and talk to Lori again. Sorry, I'm also using a walkthrough from Google just to make sure that I don't miss anything. Because there's certain times with certain puzzles you can't do them, or certain things will happen, especially in the integer games, unless you trigger it. So I think so far I'm doing it because the puzzles and stuff you can do at any time up until a certain point in the game.
Yes? We'll talk some more later.
As soon as you figure it out, let me know.
But I'm gonna go ahead, I guess, and take care of this puzzle.
Okay, got my dancing shoes on. Now what?
Yes, we're gonna do this then. Okay, let's see. Picture that you're supposed to use for this is this. So let's do it. Oops, not that. Here. 3, 4, 5, 6, Ew. Another gemstone. Now we can do the dolls.
Guess Camille liked to collect dolls.
Okay, we can do the dolls now. I'm gonna go ahead and get this done too. Let's see, this one goes here. Sleepy Owl's one goes here. Goes beside her. This one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now goes here. This one goes in 3. This one goes here. This one goes last. This one goes beside the boy. This one goes here. There we go. And I based off of that of the thing that George and Bess gave us, the Chantillons. I know I'm not pronouncing that right. So it's based up like the dolls abbreviations. That's what it spells out to. So more slugs. Okay. Maybe that we have more slugs. Maybe we can go unlock more things, I guess. Not to worry though too, we'll call Bess and George again soon. Let's see if I can at least unlock the square in the back for you guys.
any luck, I just opened the stove in the dining car.
Jeez, that startled me. Okay. On the way up, let's talk to everybody. I'll talk to everybody. We'll click leading up to the top and then... wait a minute. I never picked up on this before. But this is the stuff in John's car, so let's see if I can talk to him.
I can't stay mad at a fellow detective. What do you need?
You've been a big help.
Helping people's what I'm all about.
Because I think eventually the next time we talk to Lori after you get that with Tino and Lori, I think the next time we talk to Lori after that, she says that Tino came and talked to him. See, I'll show you guys. See, look. Here's the stuff right here.
Hey, glad you stopped in. You gotta listen to this.
What have you got?
I put this digital recorder in the corner where Camille showed up in that picture and turned it on so it would just...
Oops. Sorry about that, you guys. I completely knocked over my camera trying to get it dressed.
But when you turn the volume way up and run the signal through a filter or two... Hear that?
I hear something. It kind of sounds like a woman singing.
Not just any woman.
Camille.
So be careful what you say in here. She's listening.
Okay, I am so sorry about that. I was trying to grab my water to drink and I completely knocked over my phone. So I really do apologize for that for a split second. Probably end up seeing my little setup for a second. But anyways, I apologize. Hope that doesn't affect anybody. But like I had stated before, I literally filmed this from my phone. So there is that too.
Are you by any chance missing a small digital thermometer?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I did. When I went through the box I packed them in, that one over there, I came up one short. I was hoping to set up at least 6 in here so I could check for cold spots. How did you know I was missing one?
Because Tino Balducci found it by the emergency brake handle when he was dusting it for fingerprints. And now he thinks you're the one who pulled it.
That's ridiculous. I didn't have any reason to pull the emergency brake.
Is it true that your show is in danger of being canceled?
Newsflash, my show was canceled. Happened last night. But what nobody knows yet is that it's been picked up by a major TV network. Not only am I still on the air, but I'm sitting prettier than ever. Any other questions?
Were you in this room the whole time prior to that emergency brake thing?
Of course not. I made a couple of trips to my compartment in the sleeping car to get more equipment. But did I get an overpowering urge to pull the emergency brake while I was there? No.
Well, I'll catch you later.
Come back anytime.
And I'll catch you guys later in my next video as we continue this journey. Thanks so much for tuning in. Bye.